Here at the Santa Clarita Valley Food Service Agency, kids will learn valuable cooking skills that will help them in the future. Well, with this 15-unit cap in place, CSUN students' dreams may have to be put on hold. The Cal State Northridge men's volleyball team is coming off a big win against UCSB and looks to take that momentum into their game against #1 ranked UCLA Bruins. The My Hero Sandwich Shop continues to withstand the test of time. Reporting live from the CSUN Orange Grove, Morfino, Valley View News. The second half of the volleyball season is here as CSUN prepares for its biggest game of the year. The Cal State Northridge men's volleyball team is coming off a big win against UCSB and looks to take that momentum into their game against #1 ranked UCLA Bruins. Matador head coach Jeff Campbell emphasized a couple keys for the game.
We have to serve well and affect them, and then also we've got to pass well.
This is the second match of a 9-match homestand for the Matador team. In the opening set, Matt Stork gave CSUN an early advantage with a series of kills. Stork has been the anchor for this Matador team all season and had a strategy going into the game against UCLA.
They have a lot of weapons on that team, so if one guy doesn't do well, they have another guy that they can fall back on. So we just tried to affect all the players as much as we could.
Wisconsin native John Baker also stepped up for CSUN, leading the team with 9 kills and 4 blocks. In the third game, with the Matadors already down 2 sets, Drew Stalker joined the block party at the net with a couple key blocks to spark a late CSUN rally. The Matadors played tough throughout, but in the end, it wasn't enough to take down the nation's top team as CSUN lost in 3 sets.
I felt like we played well at times. We really played with them, especially game 1. It just seemed like we let them get on more runs than we could.
Reporting from the Northridge Matadome, Marco Morfino, Valley View News. Kids from North Lake Hills Elementary are singing a famous song by Dean Martin in honor of their homemade feast. They planned and cooked an Italian-themed meal for their families at the Santa Clarita Valley Children's Cooking Campaign.
It's fun cooking here because they actually let you actually chop stuff.
And they designed everything from what we were going to eat to the theme, and they made all of the decorations.
The class was broken up into cooking stations to show the students that cooking is fun and easy to do.
Teaching us how to make different foods and that you can do it at home, and it's really fun.
The first station prepared a healthy fruit kebab platter. There was a station making bruschetta with the children chopping tomatoes and onions, getting hands-on experience.
It's fun because you get to do it with your class and your friends.
Another group focused on cooking the meatballs for the spaghetti and then left the finished product to bake in the oven. The students cut up cucumbers and worked as a team to toss a salad before lunchtime. Finally, to end a long morning of cooking in the kitchen, the kids enjoyed a nice meal with family and friends. Here at the Santa Clarita Valley Food Service Agency, kids will learn valuable cooking skills that will help them in the future. Reporting in Valencia, Marco Morfino, Valley View News. As we move along the road of life, let us keep from doubt or fear, is stated in the Cal State Northridge alma mater. Ironically, the school is setting a 15-unit cap frustrating students.
I think it's, even as a senior right now, it's hard for us to even add classes because there's not enough classes. There's too many people, and there's so many people that are trying to add.
It is affecting over 35,000 students looking to graduate on time. Moreover, the recently built multi-million-dollar recreation center and performing arts hall has sparked controversy among the students.
You know, a lot of people are having issues with this whole thing being built and us not having enough classes or teachers.
To add to the cap, administrations have put a freeze on permission numbers for classes unless a student is a graduating senior.
I've needed basic GE classes that a lot of freshmen got into, and since I'm not graduating senior, I'm just a senior, I can't get them, so it's like prolonging my graduation even more.
Students are doing all they can to petition the recent cuts, but one CSUN professor says there is still a way that students like these can get classes they need.
I always encourage everybody to get involved in some campus organizations that will allow them to get a priority registration date.
Ways to get priority registration are through student development organizations such as ambassadors and orientation leaders. Students will continue to study diligently and hope to someday take place in a graduation ceremony in front of the CSUN Oviatt Library. Everyone comes to college with goals of bigger and better things. Well, with this 15-unit cap in place, CSUN students' dreams may have to be put on hold. In Northridge, Mark Morfino, Valley View News. The NBA season has hit its midpoint and was highlighted by the NBA All-Star Game in Orlando. Let's go to the highlights. Mid-third quarter, Kobe Bryant makes history as he becomes the All-Star Game leading scorer. With the East down late fourth, off a rebound, LeBron hits a big three-pointer to cut the deficit to 3. The West then answers with this monster jam by Russell Westbrook, showing that point guards can get up. Then with the West up 1, Lob City makes an appearance with this follow-up slam by Blake Griffin. The East has one last chance in the final seconds, but Dwayne Wade misses this contested 3, and the West goes on to win 152-149. Kevin Durant finished with 36 points and won the game MVP for the West. The unranked Miami Hurricanes men's basketball team upset the 5th-ranked Duke Blue Devils in an ACC conference matchup. Miami's Reggie Johnson had a game-high 27 points and 12 rebounds in a thrilling overtime victory. The Blue Devils missed all 6 of their attempts at the free throw line in overtime, including this one by Austin Rivers. The ensuing fast break gave Miami a 6-point lead. Miami would hold on to a win 78-74 and earn their first win at Cameron Indoor Stadium, the home of the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils have to regroup quickly as they play rival North Carolina on Wednesday night in Chapel Hill.